The Governor's Wife, also known as Deadly Suspicion, is an okay film. The narrative is interesting enough, but as a Marilu Henner fan, I rather enjoyed her in this, and I thought her character was pretty fascinating. This was released in 2008. It's directed by David Burton Morris. It's written by Edith Swensen, and we have a cast including, of course, Marilu Henner. We also have Emily Bergl, Matt Keeslar, Scout Taylor-Compton, and various others. And Anne Danville's husband dies, and his son Nathan goes to visit her with his fiance, and everything seems okay to begin with, but then some dangerous things begin to happen. And I'm not going to say who we're pointing the finger at, but we have some very strong, very well written characters with some interesting motivations. I'm not going to say ultimately what was happening, it might be moderately obvious, but I certainly found that the narrative was well enough developed, the pacing was good, there are some pretty intense things that happen. There are times when I genuinely felt scared for certain characters, and I did fear for their lives, so it does get quite intense. The character writing is brilliant, the performances are very strong. I do think that the scenes in between the intense scenes are maybe not that interesting. They're not boring, they're not badly done, but there is definitely more downtime than I would have liked. But nevertheless, it was never a dull experience. There were just moments that were not as thrilling as I would have liked them to have been. But in general, it's okay. I think I do like it more than I would have done if Marilu Henner wasn't in it. I'm certainly willing to admit that bias, but I think she gave an incredible performance with a very strong, very well-written character. And in general, if you're looking for a film that's quite thrilling but doesn't need that much concentration either, it's not too complex or overcomplicated, then it could be a nice middle ground. It's suspenseful, but it's not too intense. As I said, there are moments where, maybe too many moments where we have quite a bit of downtime. But at the end of the day, I came away from it feeling fairly satisfied with the experience. Yes, probably because of Marilu Henner. But I was also emotionally invested enough that I wanted to find out what would happen with any of the characters. Would any of them be in real danger? Why is this happening? We get those answers, and I was satisfied enough with everything that unfolded. I don't want to give away too much more than that, of course, but in general, The Governor's Wife, or Deadly Suspicion, is not the strongest film I've ever seen, but it's certainly watchable. And if it sounds like a film for you, then I'd say it's worth checking out.